Hey guys, Crypto Haze here, attempting to put together my very first YouTube video. So, this video is about how I discovered cryptocurrency mining and where it's gone in the last about 2.5 weeks here since I started. So I was watching a video, completely unrelated to what we're talking about today. And they mentioned Bitcoin mining. Now, I had heard about Bitcoin. I had no idea what Bitcoin mining was. So I got curious, decided to dig in. So what I found out was, so cryptocurrency is digital currency. You never have like a physical coin or dollar bills, or even checks that you write out, or anything like that. It uses encryption techniques for creation and transfer of funds. It's decentralized. That means there's no banks and no government control. Bitcoin was the first and currently still the most accepted. But there are literally hundreds of what they call cryptocurrencies. Let me bring this up. As you can see here, there's a list. Bitcoin is at the top. There's Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, and on and on and on and on and on. It's pretty crazy how many cryptocurrencies exist nowadays. This site shows that there's 805. I'm sure a lot of those are not even viable, really, but there's a lot that you can get involved with here. So cryptocurrency mining is how these coins are created. So they have to be created in order to be in the system, so that they can be traded. So this requires actual work by computers to be performed, and this helps to keep the value of the currency. There are several ways that you can mine cryptocurrencies. You can run mining software on your PC. It can utilize your CPU or your GPU, so your processor or graphics card. The CPU is really not viable anymore. It's just not good enough to mine enough coin. You would end up paying more in your electricity costs than you would ever make. But GPU mining is still viable. So if you have, at least a halfway decent graphics card or two in your machine, mining that way will bring in some coin. There are also external machines that you can purchase and have at your home. They're called ASIC machines. It's just a very simple box, has specially designed processors in it, and it runs the algorithm. And so you just connect it to your computer, and it just sits there and mines your currency for you. Then there's also cloud mining. Now, this is where you rent the use of hardware to mine cryptocurrency. So, what's the benefit of mining? Why do people do this? Well, whenever a transaction is made, there's a small transaction fee. It's paid by the sender. When you mine, you're helping to solve the cryptographic puzzle that validates the transaction, and you receive a fraction of that transaction fee. So there's money that you earn by mining cryptocurrency. Money. Everyone likes money, right? So, I was doing this research. It was June 14th. Next morning I woke up, I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking to myself, I think I can get into this without any upfront cost whatsoever. So, that morning I decided to dive in. So, what I did first is attempt to start mining on my own computer. And for that, we have this guy right here. It's called Nice Hash Miner. This thing just sits, runs on the computer. I run it 24/7, and it mines coin for me. It's totally free. You don't need to create an account to use it. It's so simple to use. Has awesome features. It's got just a ton of different algorithms that you can choose from. If I go in here, I can show you the list. There's a pretty good list there of different algorithms. You can do benchmark testing on each of these to determine which ones would work best on your hardware, and then select those and have them run for you. When you start it up, it opens up this window, connects to the servers, and starts mining coin. So one of the nice things about this is it will automatically mine whatever coin is most profitable at the time. So you don't have to know what's up, what's down, what's good to mine, what isn't. It does that for you. Now, I have this set up right now with an external wallet. Doing it that way, you get paid out once a week, or as early as once a week. It can sometimes be longer if you don't meet the minimum payout requirement, in which case it just, adds that to the next week's payout, which is nice. So in the first 11 days of running this, it paid out almost $51 in Bitcoin to me. It only pays out Bitcoin regardless of what it's actually mining, which is, there's plus or minus involved in that, but I like it. The next 7 days, I did get another payout, almost $27. So it's not a lot of money, but I didn't have to do anything. It just sits there, it runs, it does its thing. So at any rate, that's how I got some initial capital to do some other things, like cloud mining. All right, so I'm just going to move that aside, get that out of the way. So all right, in terms of that capital that I mentioned, to show that I did receive payouts from it, we got this right here. This is a real basic wallet that I started using. At the time of the transaction, received $50.85 worth of Bitcoin. That was June 27th. Then the other payment right here, $26.59 worth of Bitcoin, and that was July 4th, Independence Day. All right. Now, if you're going to be doing anything with cryptocurrencies, it's necessary that you have what's called a wallet. You need a place to store your currency. So there's a couple different kinds of wallets. Some are hosted on websites like this one is. Others are software that runs on your PC or device, like an Android or iPhone or something like that. So right now I'm using an online-based one. I don't know exactly yet if that's the wisest, but that's what I'm going with for right now, especially when I'm dealing with, small amounts of currency and, no investment involved. So I'm not too concerned if anything major happens here. So this is a really basic one. I actually stopped using it. I transferred everything out of it, invested it. This is actually the one that I'm using now, Coinbase. It's got a lot more features. Links for everything that I'm talking about are in the description. Definitely check them out. I'll be doing lots of videos in the future So I can cover a lot of these things in more detail. All right, so cloud mining. Cloud mining is awesome. So with cloud mining, you don't have to purchase the hardware. You don't have to maintain, replace, update, upgrade the hardware. You don't have to deal with the heat that's being generated or the power costs. Generally, you pay a maintenance fee when you rent basically processing power. They call it hash power. And all right, so there happen to be a couple of sites that I've found in my research that are totally free to start. You do not need to invest a single penny of any kind of currency whatsoever. So here's one of them. It's called Eobot. This one, it gives you 1 free Dogecoin per day just for signing in, which not a lot of value whatsoever. But if you invest that into your hash power, your mining power, it increases slowly over time, and the increases get larger and larger with each reinvestment. It also has something called a faucet. Faucet is basically free currency. So you go to the faucet, it has you fill out a CAPTCHA to prove that you're a human, and it gives you a little bonus that you can apply either to coin or to your processing power. Totally free. No upfront investment whatsoever. This one actually starts you with absolute 0 gigahashes, 0 processing power. So you do need to use that faucet and your free Dogecoin to get it started. Very first thing you do when you sign up. You also get referral bonuses. So if you get other people to, sign up along with you, that boosts it even faster. Very nice thing. Next one, CryptoStar. Now, this one has not been around for very long, as far as I understand. They're still obviously in beta, as you can see up here. But this one is nice. It's also no investment whatsoever to get started. They actually give you 20 gigahashes to get started. So you can start mining your coin immediately. Or you can mine your gigahashes to bring that up. Either way. This site also gives you what they call the Doge bonus. This nice little button here. Once a day you go into that, and it's been giving me about 9.5 Dogecoin each time I'm able to do that. Totally free. Love it. So I apologize. I'm going through all this really quick. There's a lot to cover. I will be doing other videos that go into a lot more detail on all these different things. But we are going to move on to the cloud mining services, a couple that I've found that seem to be very reputable, that you do have to put some sort of investment into to start. So the first one is Genesis Mining. Now, I took the first payout from NiceHash Miner and invested it into this. About $50, a little bit less. That got me 0.35 terahashes. Not very much. It's not making me much money, but it's a lifetime contract, which means it never expires. So however many days it takes to get your initial investment back, then everything after that is just straight profit. Now, of course, my intention, as is the case with a lot of people using these, is you keep reinvesting to build up your hash rate until it gets to a point where it's kind of like, okay, I'm making good money here. You want to go ahead and withdraw some of it. So, like I said, not a lot of money coming out of this. These are my daily payouts so far. That's about equivalent to 25 or 26 cents in Bitcoin. Have not had an actual payout yet. This has to reach a minimum of 0.0015 Bitcoin in total here before you actually get a payout. So I think I've got a little over a week before I'm going to hit that point, and we'll definitely do a video to show that. It's not going to be a lot of money, but we'll reinvest it, and that'll raise our mining capability, and therefore increase the amount that we can earn daily, and so on. The next one is HashFlare. Now, this one I just got into yesterday because I took that second payout from NiceHash and put about $24 of it into this. I think exactly $24. So, again, not getting much. Right now it's showing I can forecast about 18 cents a day. So, you know, as this one builds up, we'll be reinvesting, and we'll do another video when it's payout time, and so on and so forth. Last thing I really want to talk about is free money. It's called the Faucets. Now, there are 5 different Faucet sites that I have been using. I have not gotten paid out from any of them yet because, like anything else, you do need to reach a minimum amount of currency before you can withdraw. Now, these are real simple. You just basically, you can come to these after certain periods of time. There's different times depending on which one you're using, and it gives you a little bit of coin. If you're super lucky, some of these might give you very large amounts of coin at a time. But it's real simple. You come here, you fill out the CAPTCHA to prove you're a human, and it gives you a little coin. And the coin builds up slowly over time. So these, all 5 of them, of course, links are in the description. And I have them actually pointed right now to Eobot instead of to my wallet because they're really not going to be huge amounts of currency when they do pay out. So I'd just as soon dump them into this and build my hash power here so that I can actually use this to mine coin. Because this, as you can see, there's a good selection of various coins that you can mine through this site. So, you know, building this one up could be beneficial. You know, between the 4 cloud mining sites and the NiceHash, you know, building it slowly over time, I could, you know, make some money. So anyway, like I said, we'll be doing lots more videos in the future, going into more detail on all these things, pros and cons, payout proofs, and all that good stuff. So thank you so much for suffering through this first ever YouTube video of mine. If you enjoyed this or found it useful or not, please like and subscribe or comment below. See you next time.